from Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. It's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Geis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bring up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Call it a 48-yard punt, give him 9, though, on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks, standing at 6'5".
In playoff games in and of themselves, we know they're pressure-filled. That's not breaking any news, but you have to wonder how much added pressure this team feels, given that a perfect season is on the line. They heard it during the regular season. Now they've sat at home for 2 weeks hearing about it. Can they handle that as well as the team that they're facing in order to try and advance?
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
48-yard line.
He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's the option. Oh, what a juke into space. Past the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 44 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
A gain of 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Patriots.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Back to throw, Newton. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them. Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Carry for the running back.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bills will add on to their lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the gun, here's Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
The tackle by A.J. Epinesa.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
The 43-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
A loss of 7 yards.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
First and 10 at the 40.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep for... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Patriots, nothing.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
And they give this time to the tailback. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third and 4.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Formation.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down. Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Gain of a yard. Brings up third and 7.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Gain on the play. Brings up third.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 6 yards away. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Newton to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Newton. Newton to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
On the keeper. He's brought down by Micah Hyde.
Back now in Buffalo.
End of the third quarter.
It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Now Newton on first down. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
They'll try the air now with Newton. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown.
To number 11, Julian
A
Edelman.
7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots get a score closer.
For the extra point.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Bills are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A gain of 2.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
That's good.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look at. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They're looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
2nd and 10, Newton again. To the left. Left side and complete for Julian Edelman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Newton got his man. That's Harry. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again, Newton. Off to Geis on the screen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
Again, Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At their
throwing again is Newton. Open man is Myers. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Newton throwing again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Newton's pass intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And it would appear that that 1st-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no let.
And that's caught inside the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.